VTV Channel 6. Live high school football coverage in high definition. Presented by L&L Motor, Ashley Regional, The Advisor Group, Moon Lake Electric, Pilot Logistics, and Strata Networks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another night of high school football action here on VTV Channel 6, streaming live to you on Strata WebView. Tonight we're at Union High as they are hosting the visiting Carbon Dinos, hosting their homecoming 2014. You're just joining us. It's just the kickoff, and went a little short there. They're trying to keep it away from Nick Smith, and they give it into the hands of number 34, Connery. He gained about 2 on the play. I'm Brian Nielsen. Alongside me tonight is Dennis Mott. We brought him out of retirement for this great game. Told him we had a good one on tap. So welcome, Dennis. We appreciate you coming out.
Hey, I enjoy every minute of it, and boy, how things have changed. Great facilities, a great opportunity. Not a better night to play than tonight, with the temperature at 59 degrees. Perfect football weather.
Exactly. Winterton in the shotgun formation. He's going to send roll in motion. Get a pass down. Has number 17 open. Catches it. Gain of about 20 on the play.
Boy, was that set up or what? I mean, he had beat his man and was down the sideline, and a perfectly placed pass.
Billy Stewart there on the reception. Like you said, everybody was biting on that hard run, and it left the receiver wide open. Winterton connects him. Not a man within 5 yards.
Actually, I think it was Zach Roll. It actually was a handoff, and Zach, number 7, is the one that made the pass completed.
Okay, halfback pass. Winterton in the shotgun. He's got Nick Smith in the backfield with him. Double to the far, single to the near. Sends.
Here we go again with
the roll there. Zach Roll.
Handoff to the motion back. Zach Roll.
Up the middle, gain of about 4 on the play.
You know, Zach's he's not the biggest kid out there, but so far he's had 2 great plays. The pass that he completed and then a nice run. So Union on the move down the field.
Yeah, right up the middle. Again, Winterton in the shotgun. Nick Smith, he's going to give it to Nick this time. Kicks out to the right side, has him pulling guards. He's going to get the first down right at the far line, but I think they're going to spot that ball at first down.
You know, there's a lot on the line right now. The Union Cougars are at 6-1 so far this year, and Carbon 3-4. And so Carbon obviously wants to get a win to at least get to 500, and obviously the Cougars want to win and take that record up to 7-1 as they get in very close to the end of the season.
You know, we've talked so much about Nick Smith this year. He's had a great year, and I think they were keen on him. They showed some plays to the other positions, and that time gave it up to Nick. He's going to kick it back up the middle, shakes a few tackles, gain of about 7 on the play. I think we got some stats for Nick. He's had a great year so far, over 1,000 yards so far. There he is, 14 rushing touchdowns, over 1,000 rushing yards, and 3 receiving touchdowns. Great job by that senior 6'1" Nick Smith for the Union Cougars.
And he found the hole. I mean, there was a couple of holes there, then he made his own advancement, and once again has a great nose for the holes there.
Second, he's gonna fake it to Nick, cross the middle. Oh, does he bring it down?
He did. He bobbled it, but he was able to retain that and made a completion.
That 47, Paul Kafusi.
That's big number 48 for the Cougars.
Well, when you say Kafusi, you're either talking the University of Utah or BYU.
There he is right across. Like you said, he bobbles it 3 times before he's hit, but able to hold on to the ball. So it's a first down, spotted about the 14-yard line. Winterton in the shotgun, sends roll in motion, waits for him to reset. Then looking to roll, dives up the middle, nothing there.
Gonna keep it himself, and he's finding a hole,
and he's in for 6.
And so Union takes the kickoff and marches down the field with ease to score a touchdown early in the first quarter. Pretty impressive drive.
Yeah, like I said, the Union Cougars have come a long ways over the years, and they've had a good game. Winterton, he's had a pretty good year himself. He's over 1,000 yards in passing. He's about 12 yards of completion, 7 touchdowns that he's thrown so far. Only a couple interceptions. So
Homecoming, this ball game is homecoming, and when they make the touchdown, all of the cannons or fireworks go off, and it sounds like pheasant hunting.
I hope they brought a lot of fireworks because they may have a lot of touchdowns tonight. But not only does Winterton is the quarterback, but he's also the kicker there, and he puts it up for the PAT.
Made it look easy. And all that practicing during the week paid off because they were well scouted, and like I said, they made that drive look very, very easy.
Like I said, the 6-1 Cougars coming tonight. Carbon, the Dinos are right under 500. They're 3-4 on the season. Again, we'd like to thank you for joining us here on VTV Channel 6 and Strata WebView for all you Cougar fans out there. Our upcoming schedule is coming up. I think we're going to have Tooele come out. And then I can't remember who our last one. And there it is, Uinta. We're going back to Uinta next week for Tooele, and then Altamont Duchesne, the big rivalry game. Not only does Roosevelt and Vernal have a rivalry, but Altamont and Duchesne have one, and we'll close our broadcast season there. So I'd like to remind all you guys to stay tuned next week for more VTV high school football action.
And Duchesne finally received a loss.
Yeah,
after all of those wins for so long to set records, and they finally took one on the chin. But that's going to be a good ball game. All right, now we'll see what Carbon can do with the ball.
They're going to kick it deep, filled at about the 22-yard line. Down return of maybe about 6 on the play. So we'll bring on the offensive tee for the Dinos. We'll look at their offensive hot shot there for the Dinos.
Boy, that was a short kickoff. I mean, he fielded that at about the 22-yard line, and so good fill position for the Carbon Dinos. We'll see what they can do.
Well, they got a big quarterback, number 2, Lesser.
Oh, he is a
Jared
giant.
Lesser, is a quarterback, senior. He's about a head taller than everybody.
He is a big boy.
He's going to opt to
keep it himself.
Keep it.
And he
on
is
the right side, and he's rumbling for 7. Maybe 8 there. I think we have some stats on Lesser, too. He's put up some big plays. He has about 15 yards of completion. There he has 7 rushing touchdowns. Jared Lesser, 304 rushing yards and 86 carries. He's carrying that ball a lot. On the other side, like I said, he passes. It's about 734 yards on the season, about 15 yards a carry. He's going to give it up to number 5 this time.
Boy, the Cougars had that one sniffed out because he no more handed off and there was a tackle made. So
Jackie Berry, so a loss of about 2 on the play.
On our roster, we don't have the height, but he's got to be, what, 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah, he's a big dude, and he's thick, too.
Yeah, he is. He would have been better off to actually run the ball again himself because that one was snuffed out by the Cougars. And again, tonight is homecoming, and it's always a festivity event with homecoming. So now they're faced with a 3rd and 5 in their first possession. Have not seen the ball go to the air as of yet.
Oh, and there's a jump on the guard. Well, we'd like to thank you for joining. I just wanted to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by L&L Motor. People who know, people who care. Become a fan and like us on Facebook. We entered into our drawing, and every replay is brought to you by L&L Motor. Speaking of L&L, they're gonna give away a car tonight, is what I hear.
That is quite a homecoming.
Homecoming present.
Yeah,
drive away with a new car.
And you drive away in a brand new Ford. I mean, who's not going to be at the dance tonight?
Yeah, exactly.
We might be there. What do you got going?
I got to put in my ticket so I can get drawn out.
Jeez.
3rd and 10 now for the Dinos. Looking to pass. Oh, it just fires. He has a rocket, but he just.
Yeah, he did not lead him. I mean, he let him way too much, and like you say, threw it a little hard. So Cougars stopped them on their first possession, and the ball's going to go back to the Union Cougars.
Braxton Jones.
You know, I got to tell you right here while we're waiting, you guys are spoiled doing this because, I mean, you've got stats on I'm watching it on the TV screen. I mean, I got a pina colada here next to me. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Things have come a long ways in 20 years.
There's a short punt.
Oh, and he fumbles the ball. It comes loose, and the Dinos are on it.
You know, anytime that you're running like that towards the ball and it's diving on you, that you should get away from it. But instead, turnover for the Union Cougars.
It's been plagued with that a little bit this season. Like you said, it's hard to get your hands on it. Get your elbows together is his problem.
Yeah, he just waited too late.
Guy, he just sat on it like a goose.
Yeah. So we have a first turnover of the game. Union Cougars are turning the ball back over to Carbon.
1st and 10 for the Dinos. Much better field position than they started with that first series. Yeah, we don't have any keys to the game, but I imagine that'd be one of them, is to limit the turnovers. The last game we called, they had a few of them, and fortunately their offense was so dynamite that they were able to counter anything that they might have given up on penalties.
Ooh, a high snap.
Oh my goodness, did he come down with it?
He actually tipped it twice to himself.
Oh my goodness, look at that catch. We got to watch this on the LNL replay.
I mean, the pass was a little high, but look how he just keeps with it.
Everybody was bobbling it.
There's the bobble there,
and he comes down with it, number 12. Wow.
And Union thought they were going to catch it on the second, second bounce there, but it didn't happen. And so now Corbin is driving, taking advantage of that turnover.
Yeah, big play by Jones there, Braxton Jones. 1st and 10 on the 23-yard line for the Dinos. As they roll out to this far side, number 2. He's going to duck his shoulder and get plowed. The ball comes loose and a helmet as well.
That's not all that came loose, like you said. And there's 2 shoes and a shirt still laying on the field out there. That was quite a gang tackle.
And wow, what just happened?
54 for the Cougars.
He's a big boy, and he doesn't really run fast. He rambles. I mean, he just kind of rambles.
His shoulder. But he was going against a Kafusi that time.
Yeah, you do not want to go against a Kafusi or a Lutisi or whatever, because.
Well, 2nd and 7 now for the Dinos, right about the 20-yard line. Getting within striking zone.
Here comes the Cougars. They're going to
hand off.
Yeah, the blitz was coming.
All kinds of penetration.
They brought the house.
Big play there by number 55 for the Cougars there, Carson Lamb.
You know, when you mention the Union Cougars, something that comes to my mind is the story about Coach Matt Labrum and the discipline that he did with his, and how it made not only local news but national news.
Yeah,
that was quite a story. And what a year to come back on, 6-1.
He's done a lot for this program, and these boys have really come to respect him and appreciate him. So it's shown the fruits of their labor. 3rd and 11 now for the Dinos, being pushed back.
Well, you know he's got to go to the air here.
Yeah.
And so far he hasn't been really on target. He's been a little off.
Number 12 out there. He's jamming him. Looking to the end zone. Airs it out.
It's got to be 2.
Overthrows him. No flag on the play, so that'll bring up, and looks like quarterback a little roughed up on the play as well. He's slow to get up, but he does. A little frustrated with himself that he overthrew him.
Well, you know what? It was a good pass. I mean, he had the man open running down the sidelines, but it's just a little bit too much touch, and it looks like they're going to go 4th. They're going to go 4th and 10. So they obviously do not have a kicking game that they brought with them, or they would be trying for a field goal right here. So they're going to go back now and go 4th and 10 and see what they can do.
Big 4th down, trying to get the crowd on their feet, get them behind them. Lesser is going to be in the shotgun formation. Burge right next to him. He's going to look for the quick slant, and it's intercepted. Oh,
that was a horrible.
I was going to say intercepted.
You and I were setting up here where we had direct line on that pass, and that pass was a horrible pass.
Yeah, he's been leading everybody.
Oh, my gosh. He let him 10 feet right in the arms of one of the players there. Like you say, it was dropped. But
Latui there, he's the one that almost had the interception. But it would have been better if he would have knocked it down anyways. They had better field position.
Oh, yeah. So Cougars are going to take over. They came away with that turnover without actually giving up some points, and so they'll take their second possession, actually third possession.
Winterton in the shotgun, no protection. He's got 3 out to the far. Double here. He's going to look to pass. He has Horrocks across the middle. Oh, and brings it in. Great job in turning around and catching that ball. Oh, and he was just rocked. Number 10 there, Miller, is going to be called. I don't know if they're going to say he got a block in the back or a block in the back.
Was there a flag?
Yeah, there was a flag, and it was hit right by number 10. Look at him go around. Now watch number 10. He comes and clips him from the back. Right there is where they're going to throw that flag.
You know, and actually he looked down the field and could see that everything was pretty congested, but he had a man just sitting right there in the middle and just a nice dump-off pass. But then again, the penalties will hurt you, and that nice return or that nice catch and run is going to come back.
Yeah, the spot of the foul there. Warwick's great job catching that. That was thrown a little bit behind him. He's able to turn around and catch it, bring it in, and got about 20 yards on the play. But even with the penalty, it's going to be enough for a first down.
Yes, it is.
Again, in that same formation, trips to the near side this time.
He's got him loaded.
Winterton got a little pressure, scrambling, decides to keep it himself. He's going to go to the sideline, turns it up, oh, and kind of rocked.
And you know, with that last surge, it's going to be really close.
I think they're going to spot it. Yeah, he's got a couple yards, so it'll be a first down here in an L&L replay.
Watching where all of a sudden he keeps looking and looking. He realizes it's just up to him, and was able to just stretch that out. Had to get to the 45, and he got clear up to the 50. So another first down for the Union Cougars.
Winterton in the shotgun. This time he's got Nick Smith to keep him company. Latui to the near side. He's going to give it to Latui. Right up the sideline, and gain of about 5 on the play.
You love those 1st and 5. You love them because, like I say, you can do so much after you've got the first 5 yards. Now they can really open up the doors and see what they have. But good pass, good completion, good run.
Well, tonight's game is brought to you by the Advisor Group. Financial planning, benefits package, insurance, and retirement plans. We have a specialized team to help you meet your needs. We are the firm of firms.
You're good at that.
I know.
You want to go into television.
I go home to practice every night. Nick Smith up the middle. He's rambling for 5, then 10. He's off to the races. He's got Latui downfield. He's going to cut it back up. Oh, and back again. Look how he works that guy.
Look at that. He's like a snake going down through there.
The ball is spotted about the 6-yard line.
If you see this on replay, I would bet that he made at least 5 or 6 turns in, out,
Watch how he works the defenders. You know, he works them. He gets them to turn their shoulders. As soon as they turn, cuts back.
He knows how to. He works his blockers.
Jerks.
Now watch. You'll see a block here.
Latui down here. Now watch how he cuts him up. As soon as he turns his shoulders, bam, he's back.
That's the Carbon quarterback that just missed that tackle badly. So here comes the Cougars now. You're right. There's going to be a lot of cannon.
Yeah, they better bring extra powder.
Boy.
Nick Smith's going to finish it off and kick it out to the far side. Look at him turn on the Jets.
He's got the speed to do it. That's what you can't coach speed. You just can't coach speed.
Poor little 12. There was nothing going to stop Nick Smith from getting in, and unfortunately number 12 was in his way, and he just laid the hammer down.
Yeah, there's nothing like speed. Oh, and there goes.
Watch old Jones here. He tries. He's the only thing that's in the way. Boom!
Yeah.
You ain't going to touch me, boy.
Cougars are making this look very, very easy so far. I mean, we're just barely into halfway through the first quarter, and the score now is 13 and going to be
Winterton
14.
Up and good. 14-0, 4:29 left in the first quarter. We'll go ahead and have a word from our sponsors. Be right back after these messages.
Are you a busy mom like me with so little time, juggling so many different things that getting your oil changed is the last thing on your mind? You won't believe this. Head to L&L Express Lane. You don't need an appointment. There's a place for your kids to play, and you can use an iPad with Wi-Fi while you wait. And here's the best part. It's all done under 30 minutes or less. Come and see us at L&L's Express Lane. People you know. People who care.
Tired of fast food insurance plans? At the Advisor Group, we specialize in financial planning, retirement, life, health benefits, home, auto, and commercial insurance. We are your one-stop firm that delivers the solution for your personal and professional needs. The Advisor Group, service you will recognize.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another broadcast of VTV High School football action. If you're just joining us, I'm Brian Nielsen alongside Dennis Mott, and we're here at Union High as they're hosting the Carbon Dinos. Off to a good start, 14-0, 4:20 left in this first quarter.
And the stats are really kind of being built up again. As we mentioned before, Union has got a couple of real stellar players. I mean, they're here and their stats are here, and then you look at them on the state level, and they're right up there with the big boys.
Well, we'd like to thank all those viewers coming in from Carbon and Emory area. This is a broadcast we bring for our local crowd, but we don't blame you for capitalizing on this great viewing opportunity. Saves you the long trip up to Roosevelt. So welcome. We hope we can do your team justice as well.
Well, let's see what Carbon can do this time. The Cougars are just got a little bit more speed on the outside. I don't think they're going to get a sweep on the outside tonight. They've got too much speed out there.
Too much penetration on that D-line. Mower that time with the carry. Like I said, a gain of about 2 on the play for the Dinos that time. Lesser will bring the play in. Bring his man. Looks like they have a change in the quarterback formation. Olsen in. Logan Olsen is in the quarterback formation. Looking for the, gonna keep it himself. And I think his knee was down just shy. Well, let's see where they spot that ball. It's going to be very close.
Now we saw he's a little bit more versatile. I mean, once he got a block there, he picked up 8 or 9 yards.
Enough yardage to pick up a first down.
Oh, he got a first down. So you're right. There is a change there, and the coaches probably said we'll go with who we'll go with. But if we get in trouble, we're going to go with somebody else. And I think that's exactly what they've done.
So Lesser over there on the training table. They must have been stretching him out a little bit. He's back at the coach's side. So, but for now, like I said, Olsen's making it work.
Absolutely. He got first down on just his legs alone. So
the shotgun formation. Olsen hands it off to the second man. Oh, and he's rocked.
Wow.
Looked like a Kafusi or a Latui.
4. There was 4 tacklers on that particular one. They had him from every corner.
Yeah, I think that was Paul. Paul flies to the ball.
That's what you call a coverage tackle.
Watch him. How fast he comes in.
Now look at it. When they get through, look how many black get up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Second and about 12 now. Tonight's game is brought to you by Strata Networks. Strata Networks is proud to partner with VTV to provide live coverage of high school sports.
You know, I think I think the Carbon Dinos have to realize they're not going to get this game close if they're going to stay on the ground. They've got to go to the air and got to be successful in doing so. And here we are, 2nd and 12.
Oh.
And we're going to make that
tight end jumps.
2nd and 17.
Yeah.
Dead ball, false start.
Jumps there.
That's the second penalty on Carbon tonight.
Yeah, Coleman, 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter here at Union High. This game is brought to you by Ashley Regional Medical Center. It's where you can receive quality orthopedic services. You can visit them at www.ashleyregional.com.
Sure hate to have replays, especially when their parents watch this game. They're going to say, you know, I'm pretty obvious when you got a replay like that. Okay, so the Dinos are going to go back 2nd and 18. They're going to stay on the ground.
Olsen trying to get that corner, but like you said, wow.
Going to lose some more.
Number 10 that time, Olsen.
Number 51 for the Cougars in on the tackle. That's Morgan Field.
Morgan Field is the one that is attributed with that tackle. Zach, so they're about 3rd and 20 now.
Yeah, it's like you said, there was absolutely little, if any, pickup on that. Cougars just have too much speed right now on the outside. Like I said, you're not going to do a sweep on them.
No, they just keep trying to.
You're going to have to do all kinds of stuff in the middle and try to work your way up. But you know, they can run all they want on the outside, but it isn't going to happen.
Wilson will bring his men up to the line of scrimmage in the shotgun formation. He's in the backfield with number 5, Burge.
He's got a big and they're going to stay on the ground.
Right up the middle there, Olsen trying to get it. Wow, and he was rocked.
Hello.
Nick Smith can lay the smack. 23.
He can do it on both sides, can't he?
Well, that'll bring up 4th and about 15. Horrocks is back to receive, has a chance to redeem himself.
Yeah, they're not gonna go 4th and whatever now. 4th and 15.
Coach Labram had a little talk with him as he was going out to the backfield, so hopefully he's either going to get away from the ball. Labram now asking him to scoot up just a little bit.
Boy, they got...
Going to kick it away. Horrocks will field it. Oh, and the ball comes loose again this time. Able to recover it.
Boy, and on the 40, though, that was a line drive duck kick. And can you get through?
Yeah. So they'll turn over there. About 30 seconds left in this first quarter. The Cougars will take over now. 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line.
This booth's like a dressing room. I mean, there's people coming through here.
It's a popular spot.
It never stops.
It's the only warm spot in the whole stadium.
Jiminy Christmas.
Whitterton in the shotgun formation. He looks to his left, finds number 13 open, catches it, and down Morera.
You know, I'm sorry. I want to give as much credit as I can to Carbon, but right now they're just missing tackles. They're missing tackles. You look on this replay, and there must have been at least 3 tackles that they missed here.
Morera, like I said, he does a good job of cutting it in. Look at that, everybody to the inside.
Yeah, everybody moving. He cut it again.
1st and 10, there's a flag on the play. False start on the offense, so there'll be a 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty brings up first down.
Cougars now with 2 penalties and Carbon with 2 penalties in the ball game, but the score is lopsided.
Yep.
14-0, and the Cougars are moving again.
Whitterton looking to the right, fires. He's got
perfect
roll, and he's off to the races. And they're going to get him out, and he's going to fall out of bounds about the 15-yard line. 4 seconds left in the first quarter.
Missed tackles. Again, missed tackles. And, you know, you got to give Union credit. I mean, those passes are right on.
Whitterton's doing a great job. Look at that, how Roll just turns on the Jets. Look, great pass.
Yeah, right on where he needed to be. And then, like you say, the afterburners come on, and they finally bring him down. But they'll get, what, one more play?
Well, this will be the last play here, the first quarter. Sends Latui in motion. He's going to give it to Latui. If he can cut up the corner.
No, he's. Look at the missed tackles.
The end. Oh, look at him shake and bake. Almost to the 15. That'll be the end of the first quarter. The score 14-0 in favor of the hometown crowd. We'll have a quick timeout. Be right back after a word from our sponsors.
What do you expect from your health care? A physician you can trust. An up-to-date facility with a friendly staff. Compassionate nurses. Healthcare professionals who will do their very best every day to keep you and your family healthy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, this is our mission because this is our community and our hospital.
Hey, Uinta Basin, the DEF pump is now operating at the Pilot Logistics Card Lock in Naples. Come fill your tank at super low prices with the convenience of a pump. Pilot Logistics continues to provide card lock services, bulk fuel, lubes and oils, just as they did when they were Western Petroleum. The new DEF pump is at the Naples location. Here at Pilot Logistics, we are still your neighbors working hard to serve you and invite you to call 789-1832 for more information about all of the services offered by Pilot Logistics.
Welcome back, Cougar fans. Here at Union High tonight, they're hosting the Carbon Dinos homecoming 2014, making a very good show so far in that first quarter, 14-0, and they're right on the doorstep of scoring yet again after some great pass completions by Whitterton.
You know, when you get the stats at halftime, it's going to be mind-boggling with the passing yards and also with the rushing. I mean, they're really doing it on both ends.
He showed a fake, and he's got a guy wide open there.
Threw that on the run, running to his right on target. Hello.
Great job. Like I said, they got to get more. They got to get more fireworks. It's going to be a long night for them.
My gosh.
Whitterton, like he showed, he was showing. They went into a run formation. Look, everybody bit hard. Thought Nick was going to get the ball, and Whitterton just rolls out and connects.
Like I say, on the move to his right and put it right where it needed to be.
Good, up and good. 21-0 in favor of the hometown crowd. We'd like to thank Moon Lake Electric for bringing you tonight's game. They're in operation since 1938, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned, providing power to the area since 1938. They can find and like them on Facebook. To thank Moon Lake Electric, sponsoring tonight's game. Well, looks like it's going to be a highlight. Whitterton's coming out with a good game. You know, we talked so much about Nick Smith, and he's had a good game, but Whitterton's done a great job on the quarterback side, passing.
You know, I looked down there on the sidelines with Justin DeCole, and like I say, I'm thinking I'm at UNA because
a few of these guys have I don't know if you want to call it deserted or just found a better team, but you know, Coach Harding used to be over there, and he's came over. DeCole's come over. The Labrams, one of the few hometown Roosevelt boys. But whatever they've done, this team is looking good this year. Winterton back to kick. Gonna put a boot on that one. It's gonna be filled at about the 7-yard line. The near hash, trying to go up the near hash, and he's got about 10 yards. He kind of went in there patty caking.
Yeah, I think he saw there was a wall of tacklers and there was nowhere to go. But like you say, let's hopefully the Carbon Dinos are going to come out on this series and move the ball and make it a competitive ball game. Again, they're playing a good team. Union 6-1. I mean, that speaks for itself. And so anytime you come up against tough competition, you know, those stats aren't where they need to be.
Yep. 21-0 in favor of the Cougars.
Do they bring us anything up at halftime, like hot dogs?
I think you probably have to go. I think they have like Oreos.
Oh boy,
in the shack. But it's a lot better than you used to have, right?
Yeah, bread and water was all we got before.
Yeah, crust of bread, glass of water.
Again, they're going to try trying to get around the end, and it's just not there. So far, they have not shown us the speed that they need to get around.
I wonder why they pulled out their number 2. I guess that number 10 just got the speed they're looking for.
Is he injured? Because he also, number 2, was playing both sides.
He's over there, and he's getting a drink right now, but.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I think Olsen just got the speed. Because Lesser, he's definitely. Let me see if I can find any information on him. Maybe we can find out exactly why he's in the quarterback position. Oh, that quick blitz is that number 3, number 8 that time.
Offense. That offensive line right now is just
Brock Timothy there, senior. Look at him just shoot in.
Yeah, that line, like I say, that line is, they're just blowing through the offensive line and get them from behind. Again, you know, Carbon's going to have to go to the air. They 21-0. They have got to get the ball in the air and start getting some completions. That ground game has just really been tough for them.
Well, Olsen, not one of their backup quarterbacks on paper, but he is one of their rushers. He's had 22 carries on the year. For 50 yards, only for a couple yards a carry, but he has had one touchdown.
There he goes to the air, but he's not going to be able to get this pass off.
And he just gets hit right as he brings it back.
Yep.
Bring up 3rd down.
They're just exploding that line and coming through.
Number 55 there puts the pressure on him, Carson Lamb. 54 is the one that tackles him, Jordan Gurr. They got a tough line, man, offense and defense.
Yeah, there's nothing Carbon can do with the way that line is holding up right now. Almost
high snap on its block.
It was blocked.
And number 21, gets on the ball. And it'll be turnover.
They actually had on that. If you look back again, they had 2 individuals. Look at that, side by side, and
look like Latui and maybe.
People are yelling that that should be a penalty, you know, roughing the kicker, but it was once you touch that ball.
Yeah, he's wide open there. There'll be a turnover on a blocked punt. It'll be 1st and 10. Great field position at the 30-yard line.
Like I said, they came in side by side on the left side, just coming straight in. One got blocked and the other one got in. And
they're still talking it over. Maybe they want to reverse the call, but yeah, they will go with the 1st down. Well, that block is brought to you by Pilot Logistics. Western Petroleum may have a new name, but we are still the same great company you can rely on.
Oh, yeah.
And the all-new DEF pump is now operating the Pilot Logistics card lock in Naples.
You know, that block was made, and then he did carry himself into the kicker. But like I say, once that ball's tipped like that, it's free game. And here they go, 1st and
out. Marrera.
Oh, he had him.
He had him. Overthrown him.
He had him, and he knows it. One thing about the Cougars right now, they're mixing it up. I mean, they're going to the air and then running the ball, going to the air, and they're keeping it a pretty mixed, balanced game right now.
Yeah, like I said, a lot more passing than we've seen. Usually we just see it's the Nick Smith show, giving him the ball. and letting him rumble, but they're keeping him honest by going to the air.
Yeah, Nick hasn't really had, I mean, he's done some great things, but he hasn't had the ball like we normally thought he would have. We say that, he's got it now.
Oh, no, Winterton kept it, and he's going to suffer for it.
Boy, he is.
Lost about 5.
I was watching Nick go down, and Nick had broke. He was
off to the races.
He was headed for the end zone.
That's probably a reason why he didn't have the ball.
Yeah, that's right.
Loss of about 5 on the play to bring up 3rd and 15.
Brings up 3rd and 16.
21-0 here at Union High.
Yeah, Nick's back there dancing up and down on his toes as if to say, you should have given it to me.
Well, they have that option. It's kind of the quarterback, it's his discretion whether he sees an opening or not. He can pull that ball out or give it to the running back. Nick Smith in the backfield. Gonna block. Oh, and almost wrapped up. Gets rid of the ball. Marrera gets in.
Let me tell you.
Rumbling in for 5 yards is where they're going to spot the ball, 5-yard line.
Should have been sacked. Was able to somehow get out of the arms of the defender and able to make a beautiful pass. Right there.
Everybody having a hard time.
There's been a bobbling on both sides, hasn't there?
Yeah, they're going to spot that. First and goal on the 5-yard line. There's Coach Laban brings in the play.
First and goal, 21-0, Union Cougars.
Kafusi a little late getting in. Kafusi at number 55 in the backfield. Carson Lamb. They're going to have Carson. Oh, it's going to be and Nick Smith is in. I was going to say Carson Lamb went down there.
Nick literally walked into the end zone. I watched. There's nobody that touched him. Yeah. They're going to have to call up Japan and get some more. Jeez, these fireworks they're shooting. They'll have nothing for the 4th of July this year, and
they're going to have to start popping up streamers or something, or sparklers or something, because they're going to run out. 27-0, 8:44 left in the second quarter here at Union High.
Again, Union's that good, and Carbon's not that bad. They're just up against a really good team right now.
Well, with 8:44 left in the second quarter, 28-0, we'll step aside, have a word from our sponsors, be right back with more football action.
That's 28 points for the Cougars.
Moon Lake Electric has been a staple in the basin for 75 years. And though many things have changed through the years, one thing stays the same: our dedication to keeping the power on and our priority of doing that safely. We now have a Facebook page, which can be accessed through our website, allowing you to receive energy tips, outage reports, personnel changes, and feedback. Moon Lake Electric thanks its members and employees for 75 years of keeping the power on.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Brian Nielsen alongside Dennis Mott here at Union High. They're hosting the Carbon Dinos and having their way with them right now. 28-0, 8:44 left in the second quarter. Homecoming 2014.
If anything, Union has not done well tonight, and that is to kick the ball even close to the end zone. And I say that, and they kick it right in.
You just better keep talking, because whatever you say, they go ahead and do it.
I was going to say that's the only thing they're not doing good tonight, and they we got a touchback. So
kick it back. So they'll bring the ball out to the 20 and spot it there. Tonight's game, we saw some commercials there, but we'd like to also thank L&L Motor. People who care, become a fan and like us on Facebook. Be entered for drawings. They're going to have one tonight here. I think at halftime is when they'll have, with all the other festivities of homecoming here, they're going to give away a brand new car.
I'll bet you nobody else in the state at homecoming is going to be doing that.
No. They used to let them kick, kick a field goal and stuff. That was a little more entertaining than drawing a thing. 54. We've seen that move before, haven't we? Maybe you dig through our archives. Jordan Gurr did the exact same pose after he got the last sack. Comes in hard and wrist wraps up Olsen.
We don't have the statistics right now, but I'll tell you, Carbon has to be really close to almost minus yardage. They have been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And when you look at the Union Cougars line right now, defensive line, those are some big boys.
Yeah, they're big. They're fast too.
They are big boys, and like you say, they're just kind of shredding the Dinos right now. But 2nd and 16, we'll see what happens.
Oh, and throws it behind him. Somehow brings it in. It may even get play 5 on the play.
Actually, that ball was thrown behind the receiver, but he was able to reach back and catch that. But not enough, obviously, for a first down. It's going to come to 3rd and 12 now. Good catch.
Yeah, like I said, be able to go behind him like that. But they made him pay for it there. Latui there. 3rd and about 11 for the Dinos. You got to get some points and some yards to get some points on the board here before half.
See, they're still just pecking away on the sides, just trying to pick up something on the sides. They don't go deep and haven't gone deep.
Oh,
bad
fakes
snap.
the pass, kind of a screenplay, gets it out, but he's hit almost instantly. That time, number 16.
Doesn't it look like that ball was tipped? It seems like the ball was tipped, but it was completed.
Yeah.
Cougar fans.
That's going to bring up 4th down here, and they're going to set up to punt.
No, on the replay it doesn't. He just was able to loft it up there, and so Carbon is going to look at, once again, they're going to have to give the ball back to the Union Cougars.
This time they're hoping not to get that block because they're dangerously close to their end zone.
And here comes some last
play,
second.
It looks like they're going to call a timeout.
They had to. They had players coming in and out, and
well, why don't we take a timeout too? 6:36 left in the second quarter. We'll be right back after these messages.
The Carbon Union game tonight, homecoming 2014.
Welcome back, Cougar fans, here at Union High. I'm Brian, alongside Dennis here, bringing you tonight's game. We'd like to thank all you visiting viewers out in the Carbon-Emery area.
if I'm not mistaken, I don't think the Cougars have punted the ball yet tonight, have they? And that one was almost blocked. That was a good kick.
He looks like he's wanting to, but the ball's going to go out of bounds about the 44-yard line. He wanted to field that ball, but smartly the ball went out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
I think he kicked that about almost on the 5, didn't he?
Yeah.
And so that was a good 45, 50-yard punt, and so
barely got it off.
Well, let's see what the Union Cougars can do again. Like I said before, they have yet to give up the ball, have to punt the ball. They have been successful in all of their drives, and once again back with a score of 28-0.
Winterton the shotgun, talking things over with Nick Smith. He's going to ask for the ball. It's going to be hard. That defensive end is going to be called. He's also their tight end, was penalized. That penalty is brought to you by the Advisor Group. The Financial Planning Benefits Package, Insurance, and Retirement Plans. We are a specialized team to help you meet your needs. We are the firm of firms.
Well, the Cougars pick up an easy 5. 1st and 5 now.
To look out to Latui, catches the ball, tries to shake the first tackle, unfortunately goes backwards. Line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, he was laid out, and the Carbon player came over and just pancaked him.
I think it was that defensive end was a little upset.
Yeah, there was no flag. I thought for sure we were going to get a flag there, or Union was going to get a flag. Now you watch. He finally holds on to him. He finally twists and gets him down, and then there's a sandwich.
Comes in with the knees first.
Yeah, they were fortunate to get away with that. So
2nd and 10. He got doubles to the near. He's going to give it up to Nick up the middle. Kicks it out. Oh, is that Nick, or I think Alex is Horick? No, it was Horrocks that time.
Boy, he did the same thing again. He found that hole, and he was able to zigzag up for another first down.
Weston Horrocks.
For the Dinos, Jackie Berge, number 34, Dallin Maurer in on the tackle.
Nick Smith's out, and he's giving it to Horrocks this time. He's going to kick it out to the left side. Kind of does some shaking, but he's going to be brought back. He's going to give him forward progress to the 5. Well, I think I misspoke, Dennis. I talked about a car giveaway. I thought it'd be a good day to do it, the homecoming, but maybe they put so much money into the fireworks they couldn't afford the car too.
That's right. I mean, how can they do both?
So they're going to actually give that car away at the last game of the season. So
you're telling me that
school year, not even the season. So we got to wait all the way till the spring.
At my age, I'll never be around, but I
hope I'm alive for that.
Well, I don't care when they give it away. The fact that L&L is going to give a car away, like I said, I don't know of any other high school that does that at the end of the year. So
yeah, that's good. They really support this local community, L&L, here based locally in Roosevelt. I'd like to thank them also for bringing you tonight's game.
And here comes the Cougars. 1st and 10. They're just marching down the field.
On the 25-yard line. Fakes it to Horrocks. Going to look to pass. Has roll open, but it connects with number 3. I'm going to have to find out whose number that is. Number 3. We don't have him on the roster. We'll see who the
I'll tell you, there's such a touch on that ball that's the type of pass that you have to get it up and over. And watch this. He just kind of puts just enough air on it right there.
Yeah, gets it over.
Gets there.
He's putting up some big yards tonight.
Yes, he is.
Like I said, tonight, well, on the year, he already has over 1,000 yards in the air, 12 yards of completion, and 7 touchdowns. He's padding those stats tonight.
Those stats are going to skyrocket for the Union Cougars tonight.
Well, he's going to give it up to Horrocks. Kicks around the outside, has a pulling guard, number 52. Cuts it back up.
Look at that.
He tries to step it in. He's very close.
Oh, man, when he cut back into the middle of the field, it looked like he might be able to get some payday here, but watch how he goes to the corner, realizes he's going to get boxed. So right here, he cuts it back into the middle of the field, and it still looks like he's going to get in. It's really close. So it's going to be 1st and goal about what? The second? Or
what? Ibergall. Yeah, they're on like the 2, maybe 3-yard line.
Yeah.
Corbin Bertosh, number 3 on that previous catch. Doing a great job. 3:30 left in the second quarter. It's getting up to Horrocks, who walks in. That offensive line is just pushing, making these holes the size of.
I'll tell you what, on the sideline for Union right now, there are some players down there that haven't got much playing time this year, but they're starting to jump up and down and get loose because they realize that they're going to be playing in this game. Another touchdown, and I think you're going to put the big boys down and you're going to bring in your other guys. Well, what a great time to do that then on a homecoming game.
That's where I'm looking for Nick Smith. If he's got his helmet off, maybe the coaches just pulled him out and saying rest up for the next one.
Yeah,
you got this one in the bag.
You sure don't want to have something happen.
No, you don't want to injure one of your good star players here just for to put the icing on top.
That's what happened last week with BYU Cougars. I mean, their star quarterback went down, and it's a whole different season now.
Well, tonight's game is brought to you by Strata Network. Strata is the leading telecommunication provider in the Uinta Basin, providing advanced wireless, broadband, and video services. Live stream of tonight's game can be found at strata.tv, powered by Strata Networks. 53-0. Like you said, those JV squad is better get warmed up because I think they're coming in.
They are. As you look down there, you'll see them stretching and kind of going up on their toes and back down. And the cheerleaders are trying to do 35 push-ups.
They're having a hard time of it.
That's cheating. Too. Don't you have to move? All it's moving on the cheerleaders are their heads.
Yeah, their ponytails. Unfortunately here, we're going to have the mercy rule going into effect too. That clock's going to start running. So that'll help speed things along.
Roll them up there, 3-3-3 left in the first half.
Winterton trying to kick to the end zone again. Gets his leg behind that one, and it's fielded about the 5.
And here comes Carbon.
Oh!
Anytime you stop like that, you're asking
ball
for...
Ball come loose. Number 9 there comes in hard and fast. Daxton Iverson comes in, kind of puts his head down. That gets a little scary when you lead with your head. But was able to cause a fumble.
Yeah, that could have been disastrous for Carbon. Let's see what happens here. He comes up again, and all of a sudden he stops.
Boom, he puts his head down.
Right there, the ball comes out. Was his knee down? That's the question. It looked like from here, maybe his knee was down. But
it looks like they might spotted it there where his knee was down. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dinos on the 19-yard line. Olsen in the shotgun formation. A little low, but gives it off to number 5. Gain of about 1 on the play that time.
It's called swarming, and that's exactly what the defense, they just swarm wherever that ball is. And
23 for the Cougars.
Jackie Burge there. He tries to get something, but that defense is tough. And if they're not there right when that block is made, that hole's going to feel fast.
2nd and 9, so a pickup of only 1, and that clock is ticking away at 2:56 left in the first half.
Olsen in the shotgun. He's got double to the near. He's going to fake the dive
and he
tries to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, I was going to
get his tight end there, but his tight end was covered hard. Well, tonight's game is also brought to you by Ashley Regional Medical Center. You can find them at ashleyregional.com. You can find healthy recipes, information on medications that you may be taking, look up diseases and find out symptoms and treatment, and even watch videos of surgical procedures. Look them up at www.ashleyregional.com.
You know, when you're down 35-0, I mean, you know, the draw's not going to work, the screen pass isn't going to work, the reverse isn't going to work, and they're just scratching their head right now trying to figure out what they can do to just get a first down. And that's
what they're trying. Olsen, he's got lots of field, and he looks like
the ball
loose.
I think the ball was out. Was he down?
I think they were calling him down.
Yeah, they're calling him down.
Ball comes loose.
Now that was, you know, I say again, they need to get a first down, and there you go.
Yeah. That's whatever you say. That was the first down. Olsen there, like I said, he got lots of room to run.
Let's watch where he is. If he's. Oh yeah. Yeah, his knee, right knee.
He was right instantaneously, but yeah. They got a break that time. 1st and 10 on the 31-yard line for Carbon.
Great replay. I tell you, this picture's as clear as if you were right down on the field.
For a high school program, it's great.
It really is. And their facilities they have down there is unbelievable.
All right, Olsen out to the far side this time. He got a 10 yards the last time. They're trying to get 10 more out of him. That time only about 4.
And that old clock, when they make a run like that, just keeps ticking, and it's going to be under 2 minutes here in the first half. And Union has made a statement, and Carbon's ready to go to the locker room and talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know what they can. Like you said, the only thing I can think is maybe go to the air.
They have
but they got to do it. They have to be fast, play actions, quick outs, quick slants, because that defensive line is getting a lot of pressure.
He does not have the time to kind of look and look and look and look off the first and the second and go to the third. He just has about 2 seconds to do something with the ball. So 2nd and 6.
Sends his tight end in motion out of the wing back. He's trying to the near side this time. They got a seal block.
They cannot.
That time it's Nick Smith.
They cannot get around the end. They cannot get around the end.
Well, that tackle brought to you by Moon Lake Electric, in operation since 1938. Find and like them at Facebook. They provide power to the area since 1938. They're cooperative and not privately owned.
No, there was a penalty. We didn't see the flag come in, holding, and it looks like Union's going to accept the penalty. So that will back them way up.
You also like to thank Select Rentals. We haven't talked about it, but they're bringing you tonight's Skycam. We got Devin up there taking his life in his hands, going up about 25 feet off the ground to bring you that great aerial shot. Again, Select Rentals bringing you tonight's Skycam.
To date myself, I want to tell you, we did a Union UNA game here, and I was actually with myself and co-host and the cameraman in a bucket truck from Utah Power and Light. What a game that was.
They should have driven you up and down the sideline, too. That would have gave some great shots.
Yeah, it was shaky. I mean, so there's absolutely nothing to go on. They're going to milk the clock out, I think, here. That's a run play.
3rd. Like you said, they're right at the 1 minute mark.
1 minute mark, and they might get one more play in here. It's 3rd and 16, and they are taking their time.
Yeah, they're trying to, if nothing else, at least they'll stop the bleeding and not let Union score one more time before the half.
And what do you tell a team that's down 35-0 at half? I mean, you know, the coach is going to build them up the best he can and make the most out of it, but that's tough to inspire them.
Yeah. Well, he's looking to pass. He's going to fire it to the side in the flats. Gain of about 5 maybe on the play. That'll bring up 4th down. That clock is going to get you. I don't know if they're going to get off the 4th here.
Brings up 4th down. 16 for the
It doesn't look like they're even going to bring in the play. Looks like they're just going to say, let's go to the
let her run it down.
So with the score now 35-0 here at halftime in favor of the hometown Union Cougars. they're having their way with the Dinos this season and having a great start of it. Oh, we should have a great halftime presentation for y'all. We like to have you guys stick around for halftime, and like I said, homecoming always brings out the best. I would have liked to have promised you a car, but you know, I can only do what I can do. So
while you've been doing that, somebody came in the door and just took my shirt. I mean, they think it's a room to be changing clothes here. How do I get my shirt back?
Well, folks, join us after halftime. We'll bring you more high school football action here on VTV Channel 6.
Are you a busy mom like me with so little time, juggling so many different things that getting your oil changed is the last thing on your mind? You won't believe this. Head to L&L Express Lane. You don't need an appointment. There's a place for your kids to play, and you can use an iPad with Wi-Fi while you wait. And here's the best part. It's all done under 30 minutes or less. Come and see us at L&L's Express Lane. People you know. People who care.
Tired of fast food insurance plans? At the Advisor Group, we specialize in financial planning, retirement, life, health benefits, home, auto, and commercial insurance. We are your one-stop firm that delivers the solution for your personal and professional needs. The Advisor Group, service you will recognize.
I'ma take your grandpa style. No, for real. Ask your grandpa, can I have his hand-me now? Your little jumpsuit and some house slippers. Silky brown linen jacket that I found. Dig it. I had a broken keyboard. I bought a broken keyboard. I bought a ski blanket. Then I bought a kneeboard. Hello, my ace man, my mellow. John Wayne ain't got nothing on my fringe game. Hello. I can take some pro wings, make them cool, sell those. So sneakerheads will be like, oh, he got the Velcro. If you look for me, I'll get the.
Great job, cheerleaders and drill team. Stand on your feet, Cougar fans, and help perform our school song.
Tired of fast food insurance plans? At the Advisor Group, we specialize in financial planning, retirement, life, health benefits, home, auto, and commercial insurance. We are your one-stop firm that delivers the solution for your personal and professional needs. The Advisor Group, service you will recognize.
What do you expect from your health care? A physician you can trust. An up-to-date facility with a friendly staff. Compassionate nurses. Healthcare professionals who will do their very best every day to keep you and your family healthy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, this is our mission because this is our community and our hospital.
Hey, Uinta Basin, the DEF pump is now operating at the Pilot Logistics Card Lock in Naples. Come fill your tank at super low prices with the convenience of a pump. Pilot Logistics continues to provide card lock services, boat fuel, lubes and oils, just as they did when they were Western Petroleum. The new DEF pump is at the Naples location. Here at Pilot Logistics, we are still your neighbors working hard to serve you and invite you to call 789-1832 for more information about all of the services offered by Pilot Logistics.
Moon Lake Electric has been a staple in the basin for 75 years. And though many things have changed through the years, one thing stays the same: our dedication to keeping the power on and our priority of doing that safely. We now have a Facebook page, which can be accessed through our website, allowing you to receive energy tips, outage reports, personnel changes, and feedback. Moon Lake Electric thanks its members and employees for 75 years of keeping the power on.
VTV Channel 6. Live high school football coverage. Presented by L&L Motor, Ashley Regional, The Advisor Group, Moon Lake Electric, Pilot Logistics, and Strata Networks.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Union High as they are winning handily 35-0 here at the conclusion of halftime. I hope you enjoyed that halftime presentation brought to you by Strata.tv. I'm Brian Nilsson alongside Dennis Mott tonight as we bring you tonight's game. Kind of a fun game. We have some highlights from that first half. It was all Union. Start off with Nick Smith there. Well, excuse me, Nick fakes it, but Winterton holds on to it, goes in for 6 there. Then we give it back to Nick Smith, and he shakes, he bakes, he jukes, he jives, he goes for 20 and then some. Finally brought down by a slew. His head taken off there, but not after before he gets. And then they're going to give it to him so he can finish the job, and he does it with an exclamation point there. Winners
you
goes out.
You got plenty of highlights. I mean, when the score's 35-0,
keep track of them all.
Well, you know, the stats are that the Cougars are dominating in all phases of the game, and they'll be kicking off at the beginning of the second half, and Carbon's got an opportunity at halftime to talk about it and see if they can put some more air into the ball and make this score a little closer than what it is.
Well, they're going to have their chance here as they are going to receive the ball. Winterton to kick. He'll kick it. Fielded. Looks like it's going to bounce. Bounce. Terrible bounce. And number 9's coming in hot.
Oh, there's no way.
Open field tackle there.
That's what I call swarming.
Daxton Iverson. He's kind of the fly guy there on the outside.
You know, I'm speculating, but if the Cougars are able to score on their first possession in the third quarter, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Labram sets some of these guys down and gives some of these other guys that practice an opportunity to play in this homecoming game.
That was a picture-perfect open field tackle there by Iverson.
I counted the players. I think there was 5 or 6 that were actually in on that tackle before it was through. So here comes the Cougars on defense, and we'll see if Carbon's adjusted a little and can do something on offense.
1st and 10. They got Olsen still in the quarterback position. They like the ball up to keep it. Gain of about 1 or 2 on the play at the most.
They're going to stay with the replacement at quarterback, so obviously he must be injured.
Yeah, like I said, we haven't seen him since that first quarter. That replay brought to you by L&L Motor. People you know, people who care. Become a fan and like them on Facebook. You enter to all their weekly drawings. L&L Motor doing great things here in the Roosevelt area.
They announced at halftime their schedule for the Cougars. They got a couple of more games, and then we get into the state finals or the state tournament. And I guess the home field is determined by the record and who has the winning record. So the Cougars have a very good chance of having one of the games here at home.
pitches out to the far side. Whoa, man, and he was taken for a ride there by a whole bunch of Cougars. Number 5 there on the carry by Grill. So he just tries, they're trying that. They haven't learned a lot. They're still trying to work on those sweeps and stuff, and that defense just swarms too much and is just too fast. 3rd and 5 now.
Yeah, see there again, like you say, right off the bat, they just try to get somebody around the edge, and they just don't have the speed to do it.
Big 3rd down here for the Cougars. They're bringing 5. Olsen calling for the snap. He's going to try the near side and gain of about a yard is all.
1, 2, 3, 4 tacklers in on that tackle, and that's why we keep referring to swarming, but that's exactly what the defense is doing.
Carson Lamb there. Look at right there, number 55. 54 or 48, I think that's Kafusi. He swarms to the ball. That guy flies to the ball. Back to receive is Horrocks. Back to the 45-yard line is where he'll try to field the ball. Be great if they had a block right here.
They're only rushing one.
Only rush. He's going to call for a fair catch. Oh, and he catches it right at the 40-yard line.
That's not how you like to catch them. You kind of like to catch them in your basket and not over your head. So
at least he caught it. That's a moral victory.
Well, one of the stats we have from the first half is, again, that the Cougars did not have to kick or punt the ball. They've been able to do whatever they needed to do each possession to bring the score to 35-0. So we'll see what happens now with the Union Cougars.
They do still have their starters in Nick Smith. I believe they have the backup quarterback, though.
They're going to, like I say, if they score on this possession, you're going to see, and there's a fumble right there.
Nick Smith, like I said, that's one of the things you get. Number 7, Zach Roll, is the backup quarterback. And Nick Smith had to get on that ball.
It all has to do with timing, and working together. And there's just a little slight hang-up there. And
fortunately, you're able to get on
it.
They
were fortunate, that's right.
5-yard loss there for 2nd and 15 now. As Roll asks for the ball. He's got Nick Smith. He's going to hand it to Nick. Hit almost when he contacted the ball.
Are you kidding
me?
He's
off to the races. Number 5 trying to track him down, and he's in. Look at the speed on Nick Smith.
I mean, he was hit, and it looked like he was stopped, and he still broke away.
40-yard. One of the referees is roughed up on the play. He looked like he took a helmet to the face. He's roughed up pretty good. I don't know if we...
Oh, right in the middle there.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I could see on the replay he was actually right smack in the middle of all that. But that's arm tackling again, and you're not going to arm tackle this kid. I mean, he's gonna make it to the end zone whether you want it or not. So you've got to make sure that your tackles are good, straight, tough tackles, and it just hasn't happened. So before you know it, it's 41-0. And again, I think, Brian, at this stage, I wouldn't be surprised if the subs start coming in now.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to take a timeout. Unfortunately,
the
referee is, like he said, he took a face mask right to the face, and you're definitely a disadvantage when you don't have any of that protective gear on.
And they're pointing to his face as if to say, he got, like you said, he got it right into the face. And, boy, he was right in the middle of that action. I mean, everything came right through him, and unfortunately, he took a real hard.
Well, usually we take a timeout for the players, but we're going to take a timeout
right
after this replay here.
He is right there.
Oh, yeah. In the nose with a face mask.
He got it right smack in the face, and a broken nose and a bloody nose, and hopefully that's all that happens.
Yeah.
So look at that speed, how he just gets around.
We'll take a timeout, ladies and gentlemen, and be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Are you a busy mom like me with so little time, juggling so many different things that getting your oil changed is the last thing on your mind? You won't believe this. Head to L&L Express Lane. You don't need an appointment. There's a place for your kids to play, and you can use an iPad with Wi-Fi while you wait. And here's the best part. It's all done under 30 minutes or less. Come and see us at L&L's Express Lane. People you know. People who care.
What do you expect from your health care? A physician you can trust. An up-to-date facility with a friendly staff. Compassionate nurses. Healthcare professionals who will do their very best every day to keep you and your family healthy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, this is our mission because this is our community and our hospital.
Tired of fast food insurance plans? At the Advisor Group, we specialize in financial planning, retirement, life, health benefits, home, auto, and commercial insurance. We are your one-stop firm that delivers the solution for your personal and professional needs. The Advisor Group, service you will recognize.
Well, if you're just joining us, folks, it looks like a referee took a face mask to the nose, got busted up pretty good, but able to get him bandaged up and get him off the field.
They're going to stuff his nostrils with cotton, though. He's got, like you say, probably a broken nose.
Well, you know, we give these refs a hard time, but they don't have any protection out there, and these guys are coming at them. A lot of times the running backs will use them as an extra blocker, and the play gets brought into them. That'll be up and good. So 42-0 in favor of hometown Union Cougars. Big.
Yeah, I can't.
Big homecoming for them.
Knowing Coach Labrum, I think, like I said, he's going to realize that this game is in the W column, and there's some young men on those sidelines that haven't been able to play as much as they'd like to, and I think this is homecoming, and I think they're going to give an opportunity to play this a little bit more in the second half.
It's busted. It looks like he just got out of a fight there. But we showed you all the commercials. We like to also give a shout out to those sponsors: the Financial Group, Financial Planning, Benefits Package, Insurance, and Retirement Plans. We are the firm of firm, a specialized team to help meet your needs. Contact them over in Vernal, the Advisor Group, right there by Payless Shoe. They can take care of you.
They are still working on the official. I mean, he's up, and obviously, he looks like he could go back into the ball game. He's still wiping his nose with the blood coming out of it, but I bet you he's got it. Oh my gosh, there's a good shot. He got it right on the bridge of the nose, and I'm sure it's broken, if not shattered.
Okay. Oh man. Well, looks like we got a backup kicker too, number 9. I know his number, but it eludes me right now. Daxton Iverson. That's what I was gonna say. He's the fly guy we usually call. He's the kicker, backup kicker as well. Kind of a seam up the middle. Stuck hard by number 50 that time, Dallas Blair.
One thing in this game I've noticed, the score is 42-0, but there have been very few flags in this game. I mean, very few flags, like 2 or 3 for each side. But
and they were small ones like, false start or offsides.
Normally when you get into a route like this, then all of a sudden, the people are taking swings and shoving, and especially on the other side if you're down 42-0. But all in all, this has been a pretty clean played ball game.
Yep. Well, the Dinos looking to get on the board 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line. About 8 minutes into the third quarter. Olsen, quick pitch to the outside, trying to get the corner, and he is just swarmed hard. Number 55. Look at how those linemen can get out there, too. You got Kafusi, who's on the bottom of the pile. Or 55. And Corbin Bertosh also on top.
Number 3, Corbin Bertosh.
They just do a good job of flying to the ball.
And with all that effort and everything that took place in that, the pitch and everything else, there was a gain of about 2 yards. And so, again, what do you do? I mean, you go in at halftime, and what do you do? I mean, you say, what do we do to be able to score? They haven't really even been down into what we call the scoring zone. I mean, they've pretty much been on Union Cougar side the most of the time. So.
Yep, Olsen in the shotgun formation. Got doubled to the near side. He's going to try to hand it off the middle. Decides to keep it himself. Brings it to the near side. Gain of about 6 on the play.
Yeah.
Still shy of the first.
He cut it inside. Looked like he knew he didn't have anything on the outside. He cut it back in, and it's going to be close to a first down. Ooh, almost a face mask. He got there and let go.
Look who's back in. Old referee Joe there.
Yeah,
can't keep him down.
They ought to give that car. L&L ought to give the car to him.
Hey, speaking of that, we have a player of the game we got to choose tonight.
Jeez.
Are the referees up for eligibility?
No, I don't think so.
Olsen looks for the snap. Hands it up the middle. Yeah, he's got some first down.
Handoff number 6 for the Dinos.
Good job that time, some running. Downfield number 5.
It's hard for me to be able to know exactly who was in and who wasn't, but it seems like now the Cougars have made some substitutions there on the defensive line because they weren't able to do this in the first half at all, but they're now being able to pick up 5-6 yards and march it down the field.
Jackie Burge that time on the carry, 1st and 10. About the 46-yard line. The Dinos have yet to get across midfield this game.
Well, they're just about ready to do it.
Pitches it hard, and Birdie on the left side.
Not going to happen there.
Oh, man, he's hit hard. Those Cougars. 23, like I said, we've still got a lot of the starters in.
That was a punishing tackle. I mean, not only did they bring him down, but they bring him down. They slam him down. A little high, and like I said, there's nothing there.
Tonight, that game, that tackle brought to you by Strata Networks. Is the leading telecommunication provider in Uinta Basin, providing advanced wireless, broadband, and video services. It's proud to partner with VTV to provide live coverage of high school sports. And they're streaming tonight's game live at strata.tv. Powered by
It sounds like you're endorsing some medicine because at the very end, and they go really fast, but you're doing a great job.
I got to get all the underwriting, the disclaimers. Second.
Carbon is in trouble again. It's going to be 3rd down and 11.
We'll give them a yard on the play.
Yeah, they're back to almost the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 now.
Their goal and our goal and everyone's goal is to get over that 50-yard line and see what it feels like when you're in the Cougar territory.
Like you said, they haven't seen it tonight. Bringing in the play, Olsen.
How do you like Nick's socks? I mean,
are they camouflage, I guess?
They look like spider web.
Oh, I wonder if they're like Adium, like they're slippery. They can't tackle his legs
they're
as well.
Definitely noticeable.
3rd and 10 now for the Dinos.
Going to try to run it, going to try to go outside or inside, and isn't going to happen.
Number 5 for the Dinos.
There's 5 there. Bygirl. Ashley Regional Medical Center bringing you tonight's game. Now has a neurological service in Vernal. Dr. Thomas Buchanan is a board-certified neurologist. We'll be seeing patients in Vernal and Roosevelt. You can call and get appointment at 789-1820.
Carbon's going to punt the ball again.
Oh, man, it almost hiked over his
head. Got it off.
Oh, I thought Morix was going to field that.
Well, I think he's looking at it now, wishing he would have, because, again, they got a great roll, and it's going to start the Cougars probably in their worst field position of the game. They're inside what? They're inside the 5?
Yeah. Yeah, and the clock's marching. It's momentarily paused at 3:50, but
see that ball hit about the 27-yard line, and actually they got it cleared down to almost the 11 or so or whatever. But Cougars have got a long way to drive, but so far they have not had a discouraging session or series.
Up the middle this time. Ooh, and hit hard.
You know what I like?
Bartok?
You know what I like about that run? If you could see where that ball hit, that ball came right up and he tucked it right up under the pads and held on tight to it and then started making his moves.
Sean Thompson that time with the carry.
You see how he's got that ball? Ooh.
He went in with a whole head of steam. 2nd and about 8 now for the Cougs.
Yeah, if you're coaching that, when you're up 42-0, I think you take your foot off the pedal.
Yeah.
And let those guys try to do what they can. And
the flag on the play.
There's a
flag.
Holding.
We'll see what they call, like I said, after.
There's a flag on the field.
Now, this is a two-edged sword because you have players out there who are looking for records. I mean, they're not looking for them, but they're setting records for passing yards and rushing yards, and it's a big deal to them. And you get a game like this to where, you know, halfway through the third quarter, you're on the bench. That's one side of it. The other side of it is that, you know, these guys that haven't had an opportunity to play, they get an opportunity to play. So, two-edged sword.
I didn't catch the call. Did you see what?
I saw the flag. I'm still waiting
talking it over.
The guy that broke his nose is he's trying to convey what it is, but holding
on the offense.
The deadline.
Horse. Oh, they're an offset. That other one was a horse collar tackle. So they're gonna offset them.
Smiggle.
Posted on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
2nd and 8 now. 2:45 left in the third quarter.
That's,
if you're just,
again, that's the worst field position the Cougars have had in this ball game.
Yeah. If you're just joining us, I'm Brian Nielsen alongside Dennis Mott here at Union High. It's their homecoming 2014. They're having a great run of it. 42-0.
Oh, he's going to break loose there. And he's
Thompson,
still.
look at it. He's only a sophomore. They've got some great athletic ability coming up through the ranks. Only a sophomore.
Not the biggest kid on the field, but he drug a couple of defenders.
Yeah, I was going to say, neither is Nick, and he's putting up some big yards. And
you watch it here. Like you say, he gets about right here, and he goes for another 5, 6, maybe 7 yards.
1st and 10 for the Cougars now.
So much for the worst field position.
Yeah, they're digging themselves out.
Going to go to the air.
Oh, hit him in the hands. Darn the luck. 28 there, Walker. Couldn't handle it.
Quarterback, number 15, Carson Kelly.
Backup quarterback. Carson Kelly's a sophomore.
So I'm going to say I still got to smile because those guys out there right now are having the time of their life.
They never get to play under the lights like this.
No. And that young man's going to remember it all night long. 42 to nothing. We're talking about a ball game that's 42 to nothing when we're just in the third quarter. So
he's going to keep it this time, and he's running. He's off to the races. I don't think anybody could catch him.
And he's about, and he is into the end zone, and he won't forget this tonight.
Carson Kelly.
He'll run that all night long in his dreams.
40, 50, 60, 70 yard run there. Look at him turn on the gas. His little heart's got to be pumping out of his chest.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like you said, it's a great opportunity for these juniors and seniors to get into the game and get excited and put up some big yards. Speaking of big games, you might want to gain a copy of tonight's game. They can be found at www.vtvchannel6.com. You get Blu-ray or DVD copies, or you can call them at 781-1902.
I guarantee you there will be players who, with their girlfriends or with their dates, will be sitting down here tomorrow night watching this and saying, look how I did, look at the block I made there. Look how I got here.
The girls are going to be bored out of their mind.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, with 1:30 left in this third quarter, we'll go ahead and take a timeout. Be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Okay, Coach.
Thank you. One more. The answer, run down and tell us. Now, if you attended the Unity and Athletics banquet
Tired of fast food insurance plans? At the Advisor Group, we specialize in financial planning, retirement, life, health benefits, home, auto, and commercial insurance. We are your one-stop firm that delivers the solution for your personal and professional needs. The Advisor Group. Service you will recognize.
Moon Lake Electric has been a staple in the basin for 75 years. And though many things have changed through the years, one thing stays the same: our dedication to keeping the power on and our priority of doing that safely. We now have a Facebook page, which can be accessed through our website, allowing you to receive energy tips, outage reports, personnel changes, and feedback. Moon Lake Electric thanks its members and employees for 75 years of keeping the power on.
Thank you, Moon Lake Electric, for bringing us tonight's game. Just a recap, they just kicked off there. Daxton Iverson will show this replay, and brought to you by L&L Motor. Iverson kicks it deep. He's filled it, but then brought up the middle, and there was just a slew of Cougars waiting for him. and brought down by number 28 that time. There's a player roughed up on the field. Is it getting cold outside? These muscles start to tighten up a little bit.
But there you see a little talking to the troops. Again, what do you tell them? You just say, you just go back out and you just give it everything you got. The score is 49-0.
Into it is this. Like I said, this is usually the JV squad, and the coach is getting them all jacked up and excited, even though there's only a minute or so left in this third quarter, and there's still a lot of game left for them to show their stuff, and so they're pretty excited to get into tonight's game.
On the other hand, you've got some dejected players with the Dinos. Again, they had high hopes of making this a very good ball game, if not walk away with a victory, but did not turn out that way. And we've got a Carbon player down, and he was injured during that kickoff return.
There's the referee that got roughed up, saying, "David, I know what you're going through."
I swear his nose is twice the size as it was before.
He's got a big old elephantitis.
Well, he's got a half a pound of cotton jammed up in there. And you notice when we look at him, and I'm sorry we're making fun of him because we're really not, but he has to breathe through his mouth, and so he's walking around with his mouth wide open. But at least he's back on the field.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would probably just walked up and said, "Okay, guys, I'm done. I've sent my check to my house. I'll pick it up there." But I'd like to thank Pilot Logistics bringing tonight's game. Western Petroleum may have a new name. We're still the same great company you can rely on. An all-new DEF pump is now operating at the Pilot Logistics card lock in Naples. Stop and fill up with the convenience of a pump. All those new diesels now require that DEF diesel exhaust fluid.
Well, we've had two injuries. The official was down for a while, and then now we have an injured player from Carbon to stop the clock at 1:21.
They'll bring it down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Dinos. They're going to spot the ball right about the 30-yard line.
They're doing trivia questions over the PA system.
I'd like to thank Select Rentals for bringing you tonight's Skycam. Devin.
And Devin,
right,
I'm scared of heights, but that kid is up there 1.5 miles all by himself. If they just go away tonight and decide to go home and leave him there, he'll still be there all night and in the morning.
Record.
There's no coming down.
1st and 10 for the Dinos. I think we have a new man in the backfield.
We could have all
Tyler Rasmussen.
No, right? Tyler's down he's down below on the
number 1. We got a Tyler Rasmussen on the Carbon side too.
Oh, Tyler, we ought to talk to him about that.
Yeah, thought he had moratorium on his name, but apparently not. 2nd and 4 now for the Carbon. Yeah, number 1 is now the new quarterback in. Olsen's out, maybe back to the running back formation. We'll have to keep our eyes open to see where number 10 went to. Perhaps he was the one that was roughed up. He's on the sideline.
The game's changing a little. Like you're seeing now, Carbon's starting to make some good pickups at 2nd and 3, 7 yards on that first down.
Tyler going to throw it out to
another pitch
near side. He's hit. Great job.
The reason that play doesn't work is there's no blocking. I mean, when he pitches it out like that, there's nobody in front of him, and you watch. He makes that right there, and all he can do is look at Cougar players.
Zach Roll comes and hits him hard, then a great show of sportsmanship picks him up. Winterton right there, or Horrocks. That'll be the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Score now 49-0. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hey, Uinta Basin, the DEF pump is now operating at the Pilot Logistics card lock in Naples. Come fill your tank at super low prices with the convenience of a pump. Pilot Logistics continues to provide card lock services, boat fuel, lubes and oils, just as they did when they were Western Petroleum. The new DEF pump is at the Naples location. Here at Pilot Logistics, we are still your neighbors working hard to serve you and invite you to call 789-1832 for more information about all of the services offered by Pilot Logistics.
Good evening, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Score 49-0 in favor of the Union Cougars as they're celebrating in a big way their homecoming 2014. The crowd, the student body, all excited about all the fun they've had this week, and cap it with a great win tonight against the visiting Dinos.
Yeah, it'll be a long trip home tonight for the Dinos on the bus. And there's a little trick play, and
he throws it out of bounds.
I was going to say there was a little trick play there, and I don't know if he was really open. The pass itself was not a good pass, but that was, it's a little. They're changing things up, trying anything. We've said Kafusi a lot tonight, haven't we?
Yeah, he flies to the ball. He's on every play, so it's kind of hard not to say his name.
Yeah,
Horrocks is going to go back to receive. They're going to punt this ball away. Pretty good snap. He gets it away. Kind of a short kick, but it's going to get a roll on it.
Good bounce.
Horrocks is going to think about it, but then he opts not to, and probably the good thing.
I thought they touched it right there at the
25-yard line.
Well, last time the Cougars had the ball, they were like on their 7-yard line, and they were able to take it the whole way. We'll see what they do now. These type of games are hard to actually do because, you lose things to talk about, but again, for the Cougars, they have to be very satisfied, and now they have a week to prepare. And I think I heard them say that the next game was at Juab. They have 2 more games remaining, and then, like I say, then the playoffs start. And I see the Union Cougars playing right here on that first game of the series.
Like I said, this program has come a long ways. It was in the years that we've called games over here. We've had some hard ones to call, but this year's been really enjoyable to come over here and watch the talent and the coaching staff all come together and really put together a great team. So, and they're showing that tonight.
And Carbon will be back. I mean, this isn't their best team, but they have a reputation of always coming back, and some good players have come out of Carbon High School. Some very good players, and like I say, next year they'll look to next year. They're going to probably, we know what they're going to do. They're going to drop their record to another loss, and the Cougars are going to pick up a win. So
sends a man in motion, pitches it to him, stiff arms the first guy, tries to get the second. Finally brought down after a gain of maybe a yard. He went a lot of.
He ran a lot of real estate before he finally came down.
About 30 yards to gain 1. Well, we need to start thinking about a player of the game tonight.
Tough decision.
2 tickets to the Bluebell, formerly the Bluebell Corn Maze. It's now the, what do we call that thing? The maze at Water Hollow Ranch, formerly known as the Bluebell.
Why would you want to do that before the season's over with? Those players get in there and get lost, and you lose them for the season.
They never come out.
There's a slow developing.
Woo! He was hit hard.
There was a play where he was trying to open the door and get out, and nobody would open the door for him.
Man, he was stood up, unfortunately, and
he's hurt
to dry.
Looks like he's holding on to his.
Yeah, he got a stinger.
And will this not be the first punt of the game for the Cougars?
Oh, man, 34. He went to jump over. He just got stuck. Well, yeah, this is the first one. 34.
Only justified that the punter gets an opportunity in this game to punt the ball.
And I don't think it's Winterton. They're going to give that backup punter. They try to go for the block. They get it away. It's maybe a 30-yard, and it goes out of bounds at the
not the best punt of the game. Of course, it was the only punt of the game for the Cougars, and so as they play the way they're playing, the punter probably doesn't get a lot of opportunities to punt the ball. But Cougars' first punt, again, 49-0 with 8:36 left to go in this ball game, and everybody but the Cougars right now are ready to go home.
They're having a good time. Like you said, that secondary string is really enjoying their time in the limelight here. We didn't see a lot out of our man Nick Smith this game, but he did what he did, and he had a couple of touchdowns in the last ones. Every single play went to him, and he earned every one of them. But they kind of spread the wealth around this time. Zach Roll had a lot of touches, and Weston Horrocks as well as Latui. But I think the shining star in tonight's game was Ty Winterton, the quarterback for the Union Cougars. He put up a lot of big yards on the in the air and made a lot of really well-placed balls. So that's my vote for tonight's game is the quarterback for Union High, Ty Winterton.
Yeah, and I agree. I mean, that's a great selection. The only other one I would even have in consideration again is Kafusi. I mean, I can't tell you how many times he's been on tackles and breaking up plays and everything else. So defensively, he's been a monster out there. So maybe the truck's going to have to decide who the player of the game is. But
they can go with each other.
When you go at 49-0, there's a lot of people you can talk about.
Looking to pass in the shotgun, fires, right off the helmet, almost picked up the tip drill. Number 22 was looking for the interception, wasn't able to bring it out. Parker Ellison.
That time Carbon had some time. Not a lot of time, but that time they had some time to at least find his receiver. It was just a little off, but he's got time right there finally. And the pass just a little.
Almost got it.
You know, as a quarterback, you hate those passes because the receiver, it's too high, but what they do is they tip it.
Yeah.
You know, rather than just let it go, they tip it, which puts it in the air, and usually
defense some time.
Usually it's an interception.
Well, Rasmussen in the shotgun formation resets his back. Looking to pass again, fires, has a guy open,
wide open,
overthrows
wide
it. The defensive back fell down. 25 was wide open that time, but just overthrew him. I'm sure Rasmussen's beating himself up.
Yeah, he had him open that time, and like you say, just a little too heavy. It's going to put him back at 4th and 10, and
looks like they'll set up to punt.
Ooh, seen it on the replay again. It just, I think he'd give anything to have that back again.
Olsen back to punt.
We haven't seen a punt return yet.
No.
We're not going to see one here.
Is going to let that one go. So calls fire, and everybody gets away from the ball. It's going to be down to about the 23.
Well, 6:01 left in this ball game, and when people read this tomorrow or hear about it, 49-0. They're going to think, what the heck happened? But what happened is you got a very, very well-talented Union Cougar team that came to play, and they did it on all facets. I mean, they did it on defense. They did it on special teams. They just beat them to the ball, and so well-deserved. Cougars still will have that one loss on their record, unfortunately. They'd love to have an undefeated season, but that one loss is still going to get them to where they want to go.
In the shotgun formation, sends a man in motion, pitches it to him. He's got some speeder on the outside. Oh, he needs to cut it up.
Yeah.
See, just a little unseasoned player there.
Nick would have cut it back in, or but like you say, he kept going to the outside, and then all of a sudden you have the out of bounds become a defender.
Yeah.
But he still picked up 4 yards.
He had Thompson there. Watch Thompson, number 33, will come and block for him. He said, just cut it up right here. I'm ready to block for you. And he just tries to take the corner and drug down.
That'll
like
come.
I said, it'll come with experience.
It'll come.
2nd and 6 now. We're right at the 5-minute mark left in the game. I'd like to thank the advisor group for bringing you tonight's game. They are the firm of firms. Find them over in the Vernal location in the yellow pages, and they will help you out any way they can.
Oh.
And he's off. Shakes a couple of tackles. Thompson still going. Oh, and he tries to get pushed out, and he stays in. Oh, my goodness.
Actually, Carbon pushed him down the sideline. Where did he come from? Because there was just a massive explosion in the middle, and all of a sudden, here he comes. Let's see this again.
Olsen actually pushes him.
Now watch this, how complicated it gets in there. Right there, you're thinking, okay, it's over.
He's pushing his guys out of the way, saying, get out of my way.
Now watch when he gets pushed right here.
Number 10, Olsen tries to push him out of bounds.
Right here. Let me give you a shot there towards the end zone.
Give you a little boost.
Yeah. He said, you're going to go out of bounds. Let me put you back in.
4:41 left in the game. 55-0. This is becoming ridiculous. 56 now. But we'll take it. No, wide to the left. So it's an even 55.
Oh,
excuse me.
All right. Well,
they get a break.
I don't think there'll be anybody else in the state that'll score, I don't care what division you're in, is going to score 55 points. Maybe I'm wrong, but
no,
that's a lot of points.
Those are basketball numbers, not football. So we also like to thank Strata Networks for bringing you tonight's game. They're proud to sponsor with VTV to provide live coverage of high school sports. Strata is the leading telecommunication provider in the Uinta Basin, providing advanced wireless, broadband, and video services. Live stream of tonight's game can be found at strata.tv, powered by Strata Networks.
You know, you can't fault the coach, Coach Labram, by running the score up, because he's got his second, third string, guys in there, and they're still bringing breakaway runs and runs of 70 and 60 yards, and so.
And those cheerleaders are having a time of the push-ups.
Oh, the push-ups. Like I said, I don't want to offend the girls, but all they're doing is moving their heads anyway, but that's a lot of time to bob your head.
I don't think anybody's complaining right now, because they can realize, because it's not only 55, but every time they score, they got to do that many more.
Yeah.
So, they're up to a couple hundred push-ups by now.
Yeah, their necks should be absolutely so sore in the morning.
Kicks it deep, filled it about the 5-yard line, bobbled, but finally, and he stuck hard.
That was like a trap door that he tried to go through, and it slammed it. Just as he went through, the door slammed.
28 there. Carson Walker,
number 28 for the Cougars.
Sticks him hard.
Well, hats off to the Carbon team, though. Even though they did not score or have not scored yet in this ball game, it's been a very good, clean game. Like I said, very few penalties. There's been no pushing, shoving, whatever. It just they just met their match today.
Yeah.
And that's just the bottom line. They are a better team than 55-0, but tonight they're not.
Well, they'll take over 1st and 10 now on about the 16-yard line. Rasmussen gives up the middle, and they're going to rumble for maybe a yard.
That defense is still pretty stiff. I mean,
yeah, even the secondary. Like I said, they've got some great talent coming up through the ranks, and so they're pretty excited to show their stuff here tonight. Ashley Regional Medical Center bringing you tonight's game. Where you can receive quality orthopedic surgeon. Visit www.ashleyregional.com, where you can find healthy recipes, information on medicines that you may be taking, look up diseases and find out symptoms and treatments, and even watch videos of surgical procedures.
Do they do anything for broken noses?
Oh, we should look that up. We could probably set that for him.
Yeah, I think so.
Rasmussen going to keep it that time. Gain of about a yard. They're about 3rd and 7 now.
And you got a cramp going on right now. I mean, he's got a cramp going, because when he went down, he reached for his toe. Have you had one of those? I mean, I think everybody has, but when you get one of those buggers.
You got one at night when you're sleeping?
Well, no, I usually, when I was playing football, I used to get cramps all the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, like right now, look at him pounding the ground. Those buggers hurt. They're relentless, and he's having a cramp right now. So
he's cramping up a bit. Well,
look at the official that broke his nose. Did they give him a new top, because it's as clean as can be on the front, and look how wide his stripes are.
Well, we'd like to thank the coaching staff and all of the high school administration for coordinating and helping us bring you tonight's coverage. Without them, we couldn't be able to do this, even though Dennis likes to complain about the situation up here. It's better than being down in the stands.
The only thing I'm complaining about, like I said, the door just never stops. It's like a wardrobe changing room, and I've lost a shirt so far, but I've got it locked now, and there's been nobody.
You could have a broken nose. It could be worse, right?
That cramp's a little better now, and he's walking off the field, but, oh, yeah, when you get a cramp, it's like unbelievable. That, and when you get the breath knocked out of you.
Oh, that's worse. Can't get any air. Well, if you're not up to date yet, we'd like to remind you that this game is streaming live at www.strata.tv, and will be rebroadcast on VTV Cable Channel 6 and in high definition on Cable Channel 706. Visit our website, vtvchannel6.com, for the season's broadcast schedule and coverage details.
And I'm going to tell you, there's going to be more Cougar fans watch the broadcast than there will be Dino fans.
Yep. 3 minutes left in this game, 55-0. The Dinos trying desperately to prevent a big goose egg of forming.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Unless they get a break right here. Rasmussen back to pass, and he's sacked.
That's it. It's not going to happen. I mean,
before that'll come
that line literally dissolved. There were 4 defenders that came in on the quarterback. It's like that line just dissolved. So it's 5. He's at least a 7-yard sack.
It looks like they'll bring in number 29 to receive, giving Horrocks a break.
4th and 19, and they're going to punt.
Latui back to receive. Oh,
and they got it. Did they get it?
It's blocked.
I think they did get it. Now you count the players this time, and I swear there was 4 players in on that block.
Well, they'll take over now. 1st and 10. It almost went 10 yards to where the original line, these yard markers were. Went 10 yards, and that's where it went.
27 back on the 27. So do the Cougars just set on it now?
I would hope so.
I would think so. I mean,
offensive line number 63.
Show a little bit of class, and
I don't
they're
know.
getting more guys bringing in, and they'll bring in some more of their second string and give them a chance as well. I think next week, maybe we can bring up, after this series, we can bring up the schedule, broadcast schedule. I think we're headed over to Uwinna for the next game. Number 15, hikes ball, and he's hit instantly. Number 29 wrapped up. Latui, a sophomore, getting some action now. Yeah, let's bring up, I think we're going to, what was it, Uwinna for Tooele. I think that's who they're hosting. Yeah, right there. Next week, I think it's next Friday, 10:15 at 7 p.m. Tooele's coming to town at Uwinna, and then our closer will be Altamont at Duchesne. Always a good game.
Wear your coat. That's a 23rd of October game.
It's cold. So stay tuned next week for more hard-hitting high school football action here on VTV as we travel back home to Uwinna, bring you to Tooele. 10, Olsen, kind of a little roughed up.
I don't know what that flag would be.
I don't know what it was.
So late in the game, a minute left
like
to go.
A hold is what they're calling, holding on the offense.
You know, sometimes I think you can swallow your whistle when there's less than a minute to go and the score is 55-0. I think you just swallow your whistle and let this game end. But it will not end until another play because it stopped.
Yeah, we
because
got
of the penalty.
1 minute left on the clock. Well, like I said, what a great way to celebrate your homecoming.
Oh yeah,
is to a big demanding lead here. 55-0 is the way they're showing the state that they're a force to be reckoned with this season.
They are sending a message to the region and also to the state that they're for real and they're going to be reckoned with. That's for sure.
Well, again, we'd like to thank all of the high school staff and everybody for bringing you tonight's game. We couldn't do it without them, but also the VTV crew down there in the booth. They've helped us out quite a bit and bringing all these great replays brought to you by L&L Motor. I'd like to thank Dell and the crew down there for all that they do. Again, we'd like to thank all you viewers at home, even you people joining us over from the Carbon Emery area. It's a great service that we bring to our community. We know that the people from out of town are the ones that usually watch a little bit more of it because they can save themselves the trip. But wherever you might be, we'd like to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us tonight. I'm Brian Nielsen alongside of Dennis Mott with the score 55-0 in favor of the hometown crowd. We'd like to end tonight with a quick replay of some of the highlights of tonight's game. If you're just missing it, you can find those and it'll kind of recap tonight's game. Big play that time by Winterton, right up the middle. And that's this time going up to Nick Smith. He shakes and he bakes. He makes people miss left and right. Great downfield blocking by Latui. Finally he's drugged down, but not before he gains 35 on the play.
When you look at it, that's 8 touchdowns tonight.
Yeah,
that's a lot of touchdowns.
Nick Smith in to finish the play.
I think it was 8 touchdowns, and I do not think that did Carbon ever get out across the 50-yard line?
I don't think so. Nick Smith in for one of his final touchdowns of the night. Then they turn it over to the other guys. This time Horrocks in for 6. And the second string comes in. Not before Nick Smith has one more play, and there's just nothing they can do to stop him. He is just so quick around that right side. The backup quarterback there, he's going to keep the ball and show that he's got something to give to the team in the following years. He rushes, I think it was for 70 yards is what they said. Pretty good. And again, some of the second string. This is number 33, Thompson, just pushing everybody. Friend or foe, he's pushing them out of the way.
This is my favorite one right there.
Pushes them down.
Yeah. Here, you're going to go out of bounds. Let me keep you in bounds.
Oh, he's only a sophomore. He's got some big things to bring. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, a great way to end your homecoming 2014, a score of 55-0 favor of the Cougars. Again, I'm Brian Nielsen. For Dennis Mott, thank you. We'll see you next week from Uinta High.
VTV Channel 6. Live high school football coverage. Presented by L&L Motor, Ashley Regional, The Advisor Group, Moon Lake Electric, Pilot Logistics, and Strata Networks.